Good day, everybody. This is Dr. Rob Sin, and I'm welcoming you to my elementary statistics class, Math 1401. This is the summer term, so we basically have class from today, June 5th, until August 5th. Okay, so this is I'm starting or finishing my 20th year, starting my 21st year at North Georgia, and I really enjoy teaching this class and getting to work with all y'all. So hopefully we'll have a good time this summer along with learning some things and y'all getting the grades that you want. Um, I'm going to talk a little bit about Teams first. Why Teams? Well, I just created a Teams channel for us, Microsoft Teams, which everybody has a site license to because the university has that site license. Um, and yes, can you email me? Sure. Not a problem with emailing me. Um, but Teams is the best way to reach me if you'd like to reach me quickly. And also, it's very easy to copy and paste screenshots into Teams. Also easy to convert quickly to a voice chat or a video chat if needed for the help on assignments. So Teams is definitely the best way to reach me. If you have something private or sensitive, you can email me. I do check Teams more often. Office hours are going to be in Teams. Okay, and by appointment. So if we need to set up a time for video chat, please just let me know, and we can in Teams, right? And we can agree to meet, and then as needed, we can open up the video chat with the sharing screen possibility as needed. So I will have office hours Monday at 9 and Wednesday at 10 a.m. It's not the only time you can reach me, but those are times where I'll be in Teams and I'll be ready to switch to live video and answer questions. So you may have heard about a new kind of stats class that we have here at North Georgia that uses Python. And why do we use it? Well, in every statistics class, we're going to use technology of some sort, but instead of buying a $140 calculator or, some other piece of software, Python's free. And we have a UNG data hub, so that's all set up for you. So there's no software to download, there's no updates to get on your computer. All you do is on a web browser from anything that has a web browser, a tablet, your cell phone, a laptop computer, desktop computer, one of the UNG lab computers, any computer that you're near that can access the internet, you can go ahead and access the UNG Data Hub. And that's where all the assignments are, all the labs, all the homeworks, um, everything is there available in the UNG Data Hub. And I'll show you how to get there in just a second. Why Python, other than the fact it's free? It has some amazing tools and they're easy to use and they provide these really great results and allow us to see a lot deeper into the data than, and it also allows us to use these massive data sets. We have one data set, for example, that lists every single farmer's market in the United States, including Hawaii and Alaska. And and yeah, so that's over 8,000 farmers markets in the US, and you can search them all and you can find out what they offer and when they're open. And so having a huge data set with like 8,000, and we have some that have more than 100,000 rows of data, that's just amazing and powerful because you simply can't do that with some of the other tools that we use in elementary statistics. So it's free and it's easy to use and we can do big data. So that's why we're going to use Python. Um, and we'll 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 talk a lot more about that as we go on. So what do you need to know about the class? First of all, you need to know that I'm glad you're taking it and I hope to be as helpful as possible. I know that this class is online and that's going to make it a little more difficult since we won't be meeting face to face. But what do you need to know? Okay, so what do we have due each week? Okay, so we have quizzes, homeworks, and labs. All right, let's talk about this. Labs, okay? So there's one lab a week, and we have an online lab help session. So I've created this Thursday at 6 p.m. and Fridays at 10 a.m. I'll be online on Teams, and I'll be there ready to go through the lab. And we'll go question by question and see if anybody's having any trouble. So basically, if you want to get a good grade on your lab, then come to the help session. Okay, and I will answer any questions. Also, you may have questions about a homework. I don't have a ton of time for that, but I do in fact have time to answer a couple of questions about the homework that may be due that week. So definitely look at the online lab help sessions. These are great. And again, Thursday night at 6 p.m., Thursday evening at 6 p.m. I tried to go for an evening time because I thought that might fit better around people's work schedules. I don't know if that'll work for you. Again, I do have a Friday morning help session. Why? Well, all of the things that are due on the weekend. And why? Now remember, just because the deadline is Sunday night doesn't mean you have to work on the things Sunday night, right? I mean, you can turn it in Thursday or Friday or Saturday morning, or whatever time you have to work on it is fine. But I set the help sessions later in the week. Why? Well, because that's going to be a couple of days, 2, 3 days before it's due. So that'll give you plenty of time to ask questions on anything that's due that weekend. Okay. So other assignments that we have, yes, reading quizzes and video quizzes. Let me talk about those. So when it says chapter 1 quiz, that's a reading quiz. And what do I mean by that? Well, that means you should read chapter 1. But also, what does it mean? We'll talk about this more, but it means there are code blocks. Code blocks are where you can actually read the book and you can interact with the book, and you can change those code blocks and execute them, and you can actually see what small changes to the code blocks might mean. So what do you do? Well, with the reading quiz, it's in D2L, but while it's open, you can also open Python. And you can open your textbook in Python. So the reading quiz is helping you to see a particular code block. And again, it'll be described very accurately. There'll be some code block that looks almost identical to the question you're seeing in D2L, right? And you can actually put new data in or change the values a little bit. And then you can hit execute and get the answer to the quiz, right? The quiz question. And you can answer it in D2L and then go to the next one. So it is not cheating. It is expected that you have the chapter. So if you're doing the chapter 1 quiz, it's expected that you'll have chapter 1 open and ready to interact with. Okay, now a warning, chapter 1 doesn't have any code blocks or very few. Again, we'll go over this, but a reading quiz, you're supposed to read the chapter and then again have it open so that you're ready to interact with it as needed. Video quizzes, what are those? Those are very short videos. They're usually 5-6 minute videos. And once again, the quizzes are in D2L. You are allowed to have the quiz open and the video open at the same time. That's expected. So both of these quizzes, the reading quizzes and the video quizzes, are meant to learn as you go. As you're going through the quiz, you're going to be learning things. Okay? So again, watch the video with the D2L quiz open and switch back and forth. And when you see an answer, put the right answer into D2L and then go back and watch the quiz. So that is perfectly fine. That's not cheating. That's expected that for both the reading quizzes, you have the textbook open, ready to interact with it and get the answers out of Python and put them in on your quiz. And the video quizzes, again, while the video is open, you can, while the video is playing, you can also be taking the quiz, all right? The midterm and the exam will be given online in D2L. And the course calendar is where you're going to find all of this great information. So let me just switch over. I'm in D2L. And let me get rid of all that. Okay. So here is our elementary statistics course. And if you click on Start Here, you'll see that there's a course syllabus which you can check out, but look at the course calendar. Why do I want to show you the course calendar? This is where everything is. So LNB, this is lecture notebooks. These are the class videos. So the class instruction will actually go over notebooks like these. There's links to the homework, first day activity, which we'll have a video on, I believe, tomorrow. The labs, so all the links are here. And if you need to, go ahead and click inside the table, and then you can arrow over and you can see Python reference, hypothesis test. So these are help files that we will need to use. And again, you can see as you go through here, we've got all of the assignments, we've got all of the instructional notebooks, right? Now, I will warn you that this actually is built on a 15-week academic semester. And sadly, it's summertime. Well, happily, it's summertime, but we don't have 15 weeks. So I'm going to let you know that, yes, some of this is going to be compressed. And we're going to do this in about 8.5 or 9 weeks. So all of the stuff is here in the course calendar in order, but I will admit that we're going to go a little faster this summer just because of the compressed timeline. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. I'm really glad you're in my class. And again, I'll try to provide more tips and hints about reading quizzes and video quizzes. And again, there's a lab help session on Thursday at 6 p.m. So if you can be there, please. Love to see you then. Have a good day.